Hello and welcome. If you're new to Deus Ex or want to revisit the history which you get provided before you actually start the game, in the intro and the tutorial, in that order, in my opinion, the intro comes first and then the tutorial happens and then the game starts, watch this video. Make sure to watch it in its entirety. We have 3 sections in it. We are starting with the intro.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
What is FEMA? Not yet known. What's a senator? Not yet known, but there seems to be a connection.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Apparently this guy has the senator under his thumb.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly.
There seems to be an infection, maybe a virus, that apparently allows this guy to control others. Whether or not he causes the infection is not yet clear.
When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This guy has access to the vaccine, and it's called ambrosia.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Ah yes, they call it a plague, and there are riots. So the general populace appears to be affected.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
That guy quite obviously is evil.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
This was rather straightforward for a change.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
The evil guy is evil.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
Completely unclear information, just some pretty shadowing basically.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
The guy in white is kind of a maniac.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue.
That was an ultra-compressed history lesson.
I have someone in place, though.
Sounds like he has somebody on the inside of whatever UNATCO is.
I'm more concerned about Savage.
We can't know what Savage is. What is Savage? A name? An organization? Also, we can see there are aliens or something.
He's relocated to Vandenberg.
More information we cannot do anything with.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience.
Unclear. Could be an arms race.
And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
Well, that sounds like a common trope of genetic modifications being immoral, which they apparently are willing to do.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
Augmentation project primary unit should be relevant to us.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months.
Spoiler alert, that's us.
My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessarily, the primary will be terminated.
Wait, you mean like laid off?
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again.
Yes, please continue showing how crazy you are.
Are better than kings. Gods.
You're a scientific man, why don't you bring God into this, yeah? Next up, the tutorial. UNATCO training facilities, continental United States. So, for some reason we are inside UNATCO. So I was in a academy.
You can bet this won't be the last time we send you into a dark room. Turn on your light augmentation and find the exit on the other side. Just press F12 by default.
So we have augmentations. What does that mean?
You're not a mech, but you're enough of a machine to need repair bots now and then. If you used up some bioelectric energy getting through the dark area, for example, this contraption can charge you back up.
So we are part machine.
assigned us to be partners, and I will not stop to hold your hand.
Okay, so we are an agent and this person will be our partner. Finally, at the end of this tutorial, we get some pieces of info. Pieces of background info that is completely optional.
Step up to each hologram for more info. When you're through, go out the opposite door. Of all UN. An inexpensive security bot, a favorite of third world countries and corporate security divisions. Not so mobile, but don't be fooled. We've lost plenty of agents to its well-armored assault gun. Like other bots, it's difficult to damage with ordinary bullets.
Well, that's that then. And finally this guy from the intro. Now that is suspicious. Didn't he say UNATCO, the organization apparently we work for, is an enemy or a problem?
Sufficiently impressive. An early success for the whole organization.
Which organization?
Thanks. You from the United Nations?
Your augmentations are a go. The real test comes next. Active duty.
I'm ready, sir.
Yes. Yes, you are.
So rude, he ignored our question. Are you from the United Nations? Where is your button? I want to disable you. But yeah, that's it for the tutorial and intro. And now the first steps inside the game. We get a little bit more info in here.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to... Pete, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Welp, we have a brother. His name is Paul.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
We are an agent, and this is a UNATCO troop.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. I like to pick him off from a distance. I'll take the rifle. This isn't a training exercise, JC. Your targets will be human beings. Keep that in mind. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Alright, and that's what you get started with to play this game. UNATCO personnel only.
What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
So I guess I'm UNATCO personnel. Here we go. So, if you played Deus Ex and didn't have a clue what was going on even after finishing it or as far as you got, or if you're planning to play it now perhaps, I hope this video helped you. Have fun. See you next time. Ciao.
Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
Shaky, shaky. Yes, sir.